Are the patients mostly youths? Are the more girls or boys?
Most of them are boys. And yeah, with every age, it's seen in every age. And even young age also, the most worst part, even in the teenagers, we are finding the ill effects of tobacco we are seeing.
Like what are the preventions we can take the tobacco usage?
Preventions, it's not moral thing. You have to stop completely. We can counsel you, we can guide you, but you have to be, your willpower has to be very much strong. You are not going to invite bad disease.
Prevention is obviously by stopping tobacco. It's the main thing which is causing harm. It's in our youth is what's happening is they always want to go with the trend, and it's so much happening, no? Having the tobacco, smoking, and all those things. So if you stop all those things, then there will be lessen of all these cases which we see every time.
Yes. And what are some of the diseases caused by tobacco usage?
Mostly you can see in the oral cavities. It's it's divided into precancers and cancerous lesions. Okay, so it's a long division.
Precancerous thing. First, I'll tell you about precancerous thing. Cancer is not started, but it's just a step behind a cancer disease. That time, the most common thing is reduced mouth opening. Mouth opening becomes very much reduced. Okay, and burning sensation while eating, chewing food, all those things. Patient cannot chew food nicely. Okay, and cheek side, inner cheek side. Patient can see white patches, which cannot be removed. These are the most common things we see as a precancerous thing. Okay, and when this is turning to be a bad thing means a cancer thing. It's like a non-healing ulcer or extra tissue is growing there, and it's not healing for a long time, say 1 month, 2 months, it's not healing, it's still there. Then it's a suspicion, then it's turned to be a bad disease. Bad disease means cancer disease.
Oral submucous fibrosis. That's the initial stage of cancer, which we find most of the cases. And of course, we do find a few full-blown cases, but mostly what we find is the initial stage, and that's mostly found in tobacco users.
When does the effect of using tobacco set in?
It depends on person to person how the body reacts for the individual person. For some, suppose with the use of 1 year or 2 years also they get a bad disease. Even we are seeing disease in teenagers. So just imagine for them, it's just in few months or 1 year time period of consuming tobacco related products, they got into bad disease.
Most of the time it's 10 years, 5 years. In some patients it's even can be seen after 5 years of intake of tobacco also.
How many patients are admitted in your yearly?
In clinic, we see cases, but thing is we don't record much because all these cases we send to the centers and everything like that. But there are many cases in a year. At least we see whatever patients we see. There is 25% of the patients who will come because even if it's not cancer, but they are in the precancerous lesions, which can progress towards cancer and which is not good at all.